Have you ever experienced anti-Semitism?
Experience what?
Anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism?
You want to know something funny? Yes, I have, but not in a bad way. I was recently sitting with Tom Schweitzer at Perkins. We were having breakfast, and a woman came over, and she looked at me and she said, "You're Jewish, aren't you?" And I said, and this, I'm telling you, all through school, I had no idea what it meant. Nobody ever did anything. But this is many years later. And I said, "Yes, I am." And she said, "Well, you look it." Well, I said, "I don't know what that means." And Tom, to his credit, said, her name was Burns, "Mrs. Burns, I think you'd rather talk to someone else and leave us." She walked away, thank God. So that's something like that's very rare to me. I don't feel it at all, and I'm in a lot of things.
Did your family eat kosher?
I'm sorry, did my family what?
Keep kosher.
I would die. Kosher. Do you keep kosher?
What?
Do you keep kosher?
Were you ever involved with a Jewish youth group, fraternity, or sorority? Sorority.
No.
Oh my God.
You better tell me.
Were you ever in a Jewish youth group or sorority?
Oh my God. I started the whole youth group here in Altoona. And yes, I had them for years. Your mom was part, your grandmother was part. I mean, once we started the, what was it?
It was BBYO.
BBYO.
My mom was there.
Uh-huh. All that, yes. And I think it's wonderful. I think anything young people get together and do is wonderful.
What's your favorite Jewish holiday?
Oh, I guess Rosh Hashanah, because it's a new year. It's time to regroup. Although I will tell you this. One year, we went to visit relatives in England, and they built a sukkah outside, and they insisted that we stay in it. It was tremendous. It was like as big as my yard, or part of my yard anyway. And they had a corner for eating, a corner for sleeping, and then everybody sitting around. It was absolutely exciting because I had never done anything like that. My husband, you know what we have for the sukkah in the temple? We built that gave it to the kids at the temple. And we used to do a small one in the yard, okay? But this, I had never, ever been into anything like that.
Do you enjoy being Jewish?
I've never been anything else. So I certainly, and I enjoy life, so I would assume that's, yes.
That's all we got.
That's all you have.
Yeah, that's all.
Do you guys have any other questions you wanted to ask her?
We wanted to
I thought
ask
of one, but I
something,
forgot.
never did.
Shirley, could you tell us a little bit more about the temple when you were growing up in it?
Yes. Up until I was 8 years old, do you guys know where the Greek Orthodox temple is?
I drove you guys by it a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah. I was
Okay.
there.
Yes, you were.
That was the Jewish, before it was the Greek, it was where the temple was. And until we built out here. And so from the time I was 8 years old, I had been sitting in the same seat. And the window, a few years ago we did the window. Mm-hmm. Well, that's the window I took. So I sat there with my parents, I sat there with my husband, I sat there with my children, and I'm still sitting there. Same crazy seat, but that's the way it was. I taught Sunday school. The year I was confirmed, we didn't have a bat mitzvah for girls. We didn't have anything in the bat mitzvah, bar mitzvah group. But the year that I was confirmed, there was no rabbi at the synagogue. And so we invited them to come in and be confirmed with us. And so that, if you look in the hall, you'll see us all in the white dresses with the little flowers, you know. So that's when I came over to when the temple was built. But I thought the temple was the most gorgeous thing I'd ever seen. First of all, just that huge ceiling and the organ. I mean, the pipes are not real, you know that. You don't need the pipes. But it makes the room. I just think it's the most beautiful building.
We were just in there last
You what?
hour ago. We were just in the...
Yeah, we just came from the temple. Sunday school was at the temple this semester.
So now you're there.
Yeah,
So when we go back, we're going to look for your picture.
I always thought how they played the organs, but now I know.
Oh my gosh, I love those lights.
The organ is really a very beautiful old organ.
I've gone up there before, but I still wonder today how they played it.
What happened?
May I have a chocolate?
Oh, you can have anything you want.
It was already like half in your mouth.
Please. You mean you were sitting there thinking?
Yeah.
Give your friend here some.
I'm thinking.
We don't care about it.
I have to have 2 lunches today.
I mean, I didn't put it out for me, so it's all for you guys. Now, you know what? Now that I'm older and all my kids and grandkids are married, or most of them, I celebrate everything. But anything they celebrate, I celebrate. Because I think it's foolish to say no when you really mean, I love you, and if that's what you want, that's what we're going to do. You teach your nose pretty much how I am. But I am. I'm very, it doesn't matter to me.
Calm down.
I mean, I'm not going to speak for your parents, because your parents may say to you, we'd like you to stay within the bounds of our religion or whatever. And that's up to them. I'm not speaking for anybody's parents. I'm just speaking for me. That it's been fine.
All my camp friends tell me to marry Jewish doctors.
Oh my God. I'm actually half Christian because my mom's not Jewish.
So am I. But I celebrate Mother's Day and Christmas.
I
was born Christian, but I pretty much all four of my kids are half.
Yeah, converted
Or
when I was
that's why you have one
day
parent who's Jewish. Is
Yeah,
that
and
it?
then
All
my
5
dad-
of us, actually, because my dad's Catholic, too.
My dad's Catholic.
I'm-
My mom's Jewish.
You know, the funny thing is, when I met my husband, it never occurred to me to ask if he was Jewish. I had no idea. Because that was never part of my, my parents weren't like that. They were more like I am. And it never occurred to me. Does it bother you in any way that you have only one parent that's Jewish?
No.
No, I've
My mom's
only gone
actually
to
thinking of
church
converting.
maybe twice in my life. But I still celebrate all the Catholic
Christian?
holidays.
No.
You celebrate every
Yeah,
My mom's
even
Christian.
even if I don't go to church, I go maybe.
Yeah, your dad
I've only gone like
My
4
mom's
times
Jewish.
my whole life.
Your dad does
When I was
Jewish.
long
My dad
time
has like
ago.
the Jewish nose.
Yeah, her dad looks Jewish.
I always do. I'm raised
I have
Jewish,
any other
but
questions
even
for
I'm
Shirley?
half
Do you have any
Catholic.
I can't think
I don't have
Yeah.
any Jewish nose.
What is that?
I have a Polish nose.
Okay, if you turn it around, it's an award that I got. I've got-
There's another one right there.
I've got all kinds of awards around the whole house.
Philanthropy. What's
I
philanthropy?
think this is like
Philanthropy.
What's that?
You need to take a chill pill, girlfriend.
What's philanthropy? I can't even say it.
But,
thank you.
Philanthropy. What's
Thank you for
philanthropy?
answering our questions.
well,
Where do you see it?
And this will be part of our video
What's
that will
philanthropy?
be on the
Ow.
website.
Eventually, the video will be on the Federation website.
It won't just be a video.
We can cut parts out if you don't
want.
want.
All the people we interview.
What's philanthropy?
all right, they're going to say, why did you interview
What?
her?
You're awful.
What are you going to say?
What did it say?
Because I'm the oldest?
Because you're a wonderful person, Shirley.
And it's interesting
You
to learn about
darn
your
well
life.
better say that. When the speaker comes, it's going
Well,
out.
we're not going on the video. It's going to say...
Yeah, it's possible.
It's going to
No,
double padded.
Reason we're interviewing all of the older temple members is because Ginger Glass had done this as part of her bat mitzvah project, and the Federation asked if one of the classes would kind of do a continuation. I mean, most of the members at the synagogue had been interviewed, and no one from the temple had been, so that's what we are in the process of doing.
You know what would be interesting? Do you still have something that you can put like an 8-track in?
An 8-track?
You don't even know what they are.
Oh, I know what they are. I'm just trying to think.
Here, let me tell you why.
I don't know what an 8-track is.
It's for all. It's all the little churches, you know, in the Bedford area. There's some beautiful little old churches. It's just wonderful. And they came to the temple, and I did the temple. And I'm going to have it changed into DVD. But you'd love to see it, I think. It's just wonderful. And, okay, can I show you my Healing Patch DVD?
Sure.
Sure.
Get from the door and then round.
Put your feet down.
Because